Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, you know what time it is? It is time for the VOD. Um, hello! Oh, hold on, I didn't crop that well enough. Because I still see a little... Today we're doing a little bit of some interesting things in terms of new stuff. But never mind that. Hey, Robe! What up? Pardon me. But hello, everybody. My name is Val, my cheese. Well, thank you so much for the follow, Blade. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. Yo, is that Mile? All of the gang is here. Heck yeah. Also, because of how I'm doing things in my normal setup, it's a little different. And so because of that, the Dr. Pepper throwing will be a little weird. It'll be a little janky. As you can see, it doesn't hit me as well. It kind of just flies away, like it grazes my cheek. But don't worry about that. Pardon me. Today's a very special day. Oh my gosh. And we'll get into that. But, yeah, I have not... This is the first time I've streamed this week. I've been very busy these past... I've been very busy these past few days. And because of that, the soft caresses of a billion Dr. Peppers flying at Mach 3. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm not drinking normal Dr. Pepper. I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper today. And, it's okay. Like, it's mid. It's like somebody tried to recreate Dr. Pepper from memory, but they failed. So, yeah. It is what it is. D Dr. Pep, that is it. So yeah, I've been really busy this past week. I had a couple of film shoots I had to do. I had to give a speech on campus, and I've just been prepping things. Ooh, our poor Fembet. That's me. It's me. So yeah, trying to figure that out and trying to do that. It was very busy, but now I should be much better off as I was, figuring things out and planning things. Not only that, we're coming pretty closely to the end of the VOD season 1. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to be able to say that I've had over 40 guests on this show so far. Like, honestly, I didn't think I would get this far. So to say that I was able to do this is very much a privilege. Like, I'm incredibly blessed to be able to have such wonderful people to do this with. You're out of Dr. Pepper. It's okay. You will get more. You will get more, hopefully. But yeah, today's a fun day. Anytime I get to stream, it's always fun. Once the new semester starts for me in April, my stream schedule will be a little... No, you're out of Dr. Pepper. It's not that I'm out of Dr. Pepper, it's just that I decided to get diet, because I'm not trying to drink as much soda anymore. So, because soda is, if you have it like once in a while, it's okay, but soda in general is just not healthy for you anyway. And I'll be the first to admit that. So yeah, Rin, you will get it. You will get the Dr. Pepper, don't worry. So yeah, I'm really excited for this show, and I'm really excited for the shows I get to have until the end of season 1. And again, if you missed it, April 13th is the last episode of the VOD for season 1. And then we're going to take a little bit of a break from the VOD. I'll still be streaming, and I'll actually be able to stream a lot longer and a lot, more. But
helicopter helicopter helicopter
that was... I don't know how I feel about that. Also, thank you, Robe. I just need to make sure my text-to-speech has a cooldown on it. Cool, it does have a cooldown on it. I was a little worried there. I was a little worried there for but a moment, you know, but we're good. So anywho, please join us April 13th. You know, from now until then for all these episodes of the VOD, as we have a lot of amazing, wonderful guests. And then we're going to take a little bit of a break, but I'll be continuing to stream, just not doing the VOD. And then we'll be coming back in May with a brand new episode. And there's going to be a lot of changes. A lot of big things are coming for this show. A lot of new things. So please be with us then. Now, our last episode of the VOD, we had Mercury Wins as our guest, and she was a ton of fun to have. She was awesome. And we talked about a lot of cool things. We talked about her as a university student as well, trying to navigate being a streamer and that, you know, her trying to get to the path to partner, you know, learning a little bit about her personal history and things like that, being vulnerable on stream. And so it was a lot of fun. It was super cool. And if you guys have not seen it, go check out the VOD of the VOD. It should be up on YouTube. If not, it will be uploaded after stream today. So yeah. Let's talk about today's guest. Now, this is a special guest in the aspect of when I first started streaming. I was very new to the whole Twitch sphere because I had never really. There was like only one person I would watch on Twitch regularly, and his name is Kitboga, and he's a scam baiter, meaning that he would try and waste scammers. Like tech support scams or fraud scammers or anything like that, he would try and waste their time as much as possible. See, Rin gets it. And you try and waste their time as much as possible. And because at the time I was working like custodial jobs, and so I would have no, like, I would just want to listen to something long term that I'm like, oh yeah, he's streaming right now. That'd be fun to listen to. And I loved watching him so much that one of the improv characters I had when I did improv was I kind of modeled after his character Billy, who he sounds like Bernie Sanders and has a name called Billy Mazier. So it's supposed to be like, hey, Billy Mays here. And so yeah, he's super cool. For those that know, they know. For those that don't, they don't. For those that do know, keep quiet about it. So, yeah. With that, when I became a streamer, the reason why I'm bringing all this up, when I became a streamer, I didn't have, like, I didn't have any knowledge, or I didn't know what I was going to do, like, with streams or anything after, and then I found out raiding was a thing. Oh, hey, Finch, can someone please invent teleportation so I never have to drive for 14 hours straight again? Oh. You know, yeah. Hold on, are you in the US or are you like outside of the United States? You know, I asked that because driving 4 hours in the US, guaranteed, you will wind up in the same state, just a little further. Like, when I lived in California, 4 hours in California, you could drive from Los Angeles to, I think, San Francisco, and you'd still be still in the state of California. Oh, it's been in circles. Yeah. Oh, I see. But yeah, figure all this out. I didn't know what rating was. I never left the state of Maine. I heard Maine is a beautiful city, or a beautiful state. I've always wanted to go to Maine. I know that Stephen King lives there. So that's cool. Maine is so boring. We're not gonna have this devolve into a Maine is a mid-state. But anywho, yeah. To wrap this up, don't go to his house. It's annoying, I'd imagine. To wrap this up, our guest today was actually one of the very first people I ever raided. And back then I had like, and this is like, I want to say in late September. Mid-September to late September. Derp Val. It's me. Hey, Chiro. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, this was just our guest today is somebody who I raided. Like, I've raided a couple times since then, but I raided for the first time, like one of the first raids I ever did. I think it was the second person I ever raided on a stream. And since then, I've popped into his streams off and on. But he's one of the few streamers that I actually have my notifications set to because it does really fun, really inviting, and really welcoming content. He's been spicing things up recently with his content, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. But for now, guys, today we will be welcoming the goodest of catboys, who is always ready for a nap. I honestly can relate to that heavily. A variety streamer and cat lover VTuber who really enjoys MMORPGs, JRPGs, rogue games, and building Gundams on Twitch. This streamer is known to jam out to music, get lost in stories, and create chaos. Please welcome our wonderful guest today, Rinkea, not Rinkea. If you say Rinkea, he will probably shank you. Rinkea, the catboy VTuber.
Hi.
Was that about right? Did I nail that last part?
That's pretty true. It's pretty true. Hi. That's me.
That's you.
I'm a good boy. I make myself a little-
Also, oh Lord, the bit rate. Did it already start? I was literally just about to make an announcement to everyone here of how I'm running my audio to capture through Discord currently. My jeez. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Incalculable. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You just threw 25 Dr. Peppers. Now you can throw 50 Dr. Peppers. So I just want to throw that out there. So since I run my audio through Discord with my guest, I'm trying to find a better way. Until then, Discord is utter garbage when it comes to capturing the audio. When that happens, ultimately,
John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, AEU, 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 AEU.
hate that so much. So dumb. Also, I'll do this because I recently learned that sometimes it's a little confusing for my guests.
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
My bad.
So
apparently zooming in works on tits.
So some of you may have figured out that we're currently using the VTube Studio. Yeah, a meme from the old days. Yeah, we're currently using VTube Studio's collab feature, which Rin was so gracious enough to bestow upon me.
Welcome.
And if you guys want to see what I mean, this is what I mean. You ready?
I'm ready.
Look, there I am right there. Ah!
What's up?
And then where am I? Oh shoot, I don't know where I am. I don't know where you are.
Hi.
No,
What's
that's
What's up?
See, this guy gets it. See?
I understand.
It's technically
I understand the assignment.
See, this is how we're doing it. And honestly, if it works for my guests, I'm like, nah, we'll just do that from now on because it's much easier. Did you just squish? Oh, are you just leaning forward?
I'm just nodding my head.
Oh, I see. Well, but yeah, so guys, if it sounds really robotic, please bear with us. That's Discord's fault. That is wholly Discord's fault.
It's Discord.
Discord.
I don't know why Discord decides to have
Discord is
shitty audio.
honestly. Well, anywho, let's get on with the reminds me of one of the head pat meme where they squish a lot. Oh heck yeah, freaking love that. But yeah, why don't we actually get into this? So before we start having in-depth conversations, I think that it's time for me to ask my first and in my opinion, my most important question. That is, Rin, who are you and what is your story?
Hi, my name is Rinkea. I'm a catboy VTuber on Twitch, a variety streamer who plays a different mass majority of games. I started VTubing about a year and a half ago, back in August of 22. And kind of became a more active streamer on Twitch since I started VTubing. I was a streamer before then, but I didn't really stream a lot. And then I found out what VTubing was, and I really liked it. And since I'm a little camera shy with like showing my actual face, I thought this would be a perfect idea to get a model done. And yeah, this is my 1.0 model. I really like it. It came out really good. And yeah, I really like VTubing. It's been a really good part of my streaming career. I did stream for a couple years. I've been affiliated for a few years, but I started actually being more of a more consistent streamer since I started VTubing. And I play a lot of games, so I thought that streaming and just watching me just play games would be a fun thing.
Honestly, I feel like that's the best way to go about it. Is just because that's honestly how I got into VTubing. Is well, one, I got into it on a joke with my one of my best friends. Where I'm like, you know, I saw what a VTuber was. I said, "What's a VTuber?" He's like, "Oh, a VTuber is you know, this and this is X, Y, and Z." This I'm like, "Oh, okay, I see. I'm gonna do that." And he's just like, "Oh, that's, you know, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna become a VTuber." It's like, "Oh, that's cool," and we both laughed, and then we never talked about it for like 2 years. And then I said, I brought it up again. I'm like, "Hey, remember how I said I was gonna be a VTuber?" Yeah. So I actually made the stuff, and I actually got everything together. So I'm gonna do this. It's like, oh. But in my eyes, at least, I don't want to be on camera. I just don't prefer it. And
I don't either.
I'd rather be behind a camera, like working on the technical stuff. And so I'm like, if I'm gonna stream, I had zero interest in streaming. I just had no interest. And then I decided, you know what? Why not? I'll stream and I'll be a VTuber. What do I have to lose? Well, I found out that the thing I had to lose most was most nights, because I stream so much. No, what do you mean no pants gang unite? What is that? Excuse me?
You mean you don't stream without your pants off?
I am wearing jeans currently. Rin? You're
wearing jeans?
Yes. I am.
I didn't. Fucking sound effect. I didn't expect that.
You're wearing jeans?
I'm wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, no. So my current outfit right now is, I'm like in the comfort of my own home. I'm wearing a "Did Discord kill the cat?"
One of us, Tilda.
Yes, Discord is killing the cat boy. So I don't know why.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah. I'm currently wearing you know, I of course have my undergarments that I'm wearing, you know, and like an undershirt, but I'm gonna spoil my brother. I'll pop in sooner or later. Byron, bye Val. See ya, Blade. Thanks for stopping.
Blade.
Thanks for stopping by. Take a Dr. Pepper on the way out. But yeah, I'm currently wearing
Soda.
I'm currently wearing a Hawaiian shirt with jeans and socks.
Nice. I'm wearing a sweatpants, sweatshirts, and cat socks.
Heck yeah. Oh, what do you mean why did you spell it out like that, Robe? That's what they're called, is undergarments. Well, and I say that because I'm referring to both my underwear and an undershirt. Those are undergarments. Okay, I'm not having this conversation. I'm not having.
Oh my god.
But fun fact, guys, I do have a pair of Dr. Pepper socks.
As you should.
Of course. So yes. Anywho, moving a little bit past our physical appearances, why don't we talk about your VTuber appearance? So, what led you to choose to be a VTuber catboy?
I like cats.
You like cats? What's your favorite cat?
My cat.
Your cat?
Yeah.
What's your cat?
Here, you want to see a photo of her?
Do you want
I love her so much. I have to show you now. She's my.
Oh wait.
She's actually on my model right now.
Oh heck yeah. Yeah.
She's my little sweetheart.
So it may not come as a surprise, but guys, I am a fan of collared shirts and polo shirts, and so if you were ever to meet me in real life, I would look like a dad or an uncle.
Mood.
Is Val secretly undercover vice cop in Miami? Yes, that's me. Let's see.
Do I have a picture of my cat on my computer? Do I? Do I have that?
But no,
Oh,
I'm not
no,
an
well-
undercover cop. I'm sorry.
That's my
Daddy. At least with my cats, I had two really cool. That's a cat, adorable, with a little white chest floof.
Yeah, I got a better picture, but it's on my phone.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I can just send it real quick.
Well, it is
Hmm?
funny that we're talking about this. So was your entire VTuber design based on your cat?
I wouldn't say it was. Just cause I kind of like spent a lot of time on making my catboy VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly what I originally thought of, but I kind of wanted like a kind of a chill catboy model.
Mm-hmm.
And just like an everyday attire I would probably wear IRL.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dad Val. That's me, guys. Also, are you away from your face tracking? You're just looking.
I am.
Okay.
I'm looking for the photo.
Okay, I wanted to confirm on that.
Yeah. Let me find it. Hold on. It's somewhere. I have a lot of photos on my phone. I've had this phone for a while.
Yeah.
Here. This one.
Because like this is a very intricate model you have here. Like I'd say one of the most detailed I have seen. That's your cat. Heck yeah.
That's my cat.
Freaking-
That's Maka.
Freaking love cat. Hold on. So if you look in. So where are my cats? Here. These are the cats that I had before I moved to college. Can I? Hey chat, guess what? We're sharing pictures back and forth and you guys can't see. Oh wait, you can if you join the Discord server.
That's so cute. They're so cute.
Hey guys, if you join the Discord server,
You should do that.
you can see my wonderful cats and everyone else's pets in our pets section of the VOD. I encourage you guys to join it if you're not a part of it already. But anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, so she is a really big part of my life. I've had her for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
She's been the perfect cat. So
Yeah. So how long did it take to plan and design this entire model? Because again, this has to be one of the most detailed models I have seen, or that at least it's been on this show.
So it took like 6 months.
Oof.
Just like going over so I had to get the reference done. That took like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then the model artist had to take an extension on stuff, so it took a little longer than I wanted. And then my rigger actually did it really, really fast. So she did a really good job with my rigging. I'd say about like 5-6 months.
I was gonna say the rigging is very impressive, especially the mouse tracking. Like,
yeah, she did a really good job, and I was one of her earlier clients.
Mm-hmm.
So she did a really good job, and she did the animations for the cat.
Oh heck yeah! Now,
So she has like a round cycle of animation.
what's interesting is that your model creator also created somebody else's model that's been on the show, and who's that?
Yeah, well, it was one of her older ones. She has a new one from a different artist now.
Round 2,
so that would be
final one
cynical.
I promise. Helicopter, helicopter,
That's
helicopter.
how I actually know because, we're part of a sibling Discord.
Really?
Oh, you got another helicopter.
I did, and I muted it. I love you, Kilo. I'm turning that off for now.
But
Still
yeah,
going.
so she made one of Cynical's earlier models, but not the current one that she has now. She went to a different artist for that one. But
Yeah.
her artist did this model. Yeah, and she's also done a couple other more popular VTubers like Cherry Lupina from Revere,
Mm-hmm.
Nova Akami from Revere, Cynical.
Cynical.
Yeah. So she's done a lot of models. And there's actually a whole bunch of us in our sibling Discord.
Really?
Mhm.
What is that like? Because that's not something I think I've ever heard.
It's good. We have a bunch of like other like we have a bunch of people that have made she's made models for, and that's how I've made a lot of friends in the VTubing through that. So
You talked a little bit before the show about wanting to do a 2.0 model. Like, do you
I
have
actually
plans?
have my 2.0 model.
Hold on one moment.
Yeah, I see.
A 2.0 model. Like, what does that entail? Are you able to share
It's
anything?
it's a little bit more. It's more lore accurate.
Oh.
Because I have lore for my model. But it's more lore accurate than this one.
Mhm.
And it has a different it has like a different entirely different look. Like eyes are different colors, the face is different, the hair is a little different. Different I have 2 outfits that I got reference made. So that's pretty cool. And I want to get more toggles and stuff, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be a little bit more advanced than this one.
See, on Monday, since we hit 300 followers, I'm finally
Congrats.
thank you. I'm finally unveiling, like, I teased it back at 200. Now that we reached 300, I'm back and I'm alive. That's good, Blade. On Monday, I'm going to be unveiling my 1.5 model, which is this lore accurate Val that I thought would be really fun
That's
to
exciting.
get commissioned and get done. And I've had this one probably for like 2 months, or just kind of sat on it. And I've kind of teased like what he looks like a little bit back and forth for a little bit of time now, and but it's just something I'm super excited for to finally put out there. And again, it's not something I'm gonna use fairly often. It's something I want to talk to the guy who rigged it, be like, hey, how much to do better rigging? Like, I love him, don't get me wrong. It's just one of those things where I am very much like, I don't care. I want all the rigging to be in the mouth tracking. Because I'm a very expressive individual with my mouth, and just how I speak and how I act. Kind of like Jim Carrey when he does stuff. And so, like, that's the only thing I really care about, is being able to do that, you know?
Yeah, my model artist, she added a package for an extra charge for the V Bridger rigging. So I have a very expressive mouth, so I can do A, E, I, O, and U really easily. And my mouth is a little bit more sensitive to movement, so it picks up more on my camera.
See, that's what because I bought V Bridger, and that's because I'm like, oh, I need to use something for my little guy here. And
Little guy.
My little guy.
Your little guy.
Freaking love him.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little lad.
The doggy peppy.
The doggy peppy. But wait.
No, it's Rinkea. It's only Rinkea.
I'm gonna call you
Rinkea.
IKEA from now on.
No. No. No.
My man is dying.
No. No. No.
So do we know when, like, any details about this 2.0 will come out?
So I just got the reference done. I just have to make my final payment on it to get the high res version, but I don't get paid until Friday, so I have to wait another couple days.
Hey, there you go. I just got paid.
I gotta save up for my new model artist. And that'll be a little while. I'll probably commission them in like the summer, like later in the summer, like middle summer. And then I gotta save up for the rigger that I want, and he's very, very expensive, but he's very well known. So I want to get him to rig my model. And yeah, it's gonna be a while. I'm hoping. I want to say like maybe at the and I'll debut.
Maybe the what? You cut out a little bit there.
I was thinking like maybe toward like the end of the year. Maybe I'll do something at the end of the year and if I get everything situated.
That's fun.
But I just moved like halfway across the country, so I have a lot of stuff to like purchase. Like I bought like the rest of the furniture. I have to buy decorations. I have to buy the apartment. So I gotta like focus on more of like real life. purchases than I can for like VTubing.
Oh, of course, I get it. Trust me, I got paid yesterday and this morning. All of my money is now poof, gone. Like even my Twitch money just poof, gone because I had to pay my college tuition off for the semester. So, did I just get a Red Bull ad with Sephiroth and Cloud? Probably. I know the ad you're talking about. It's a funny one.
I don't think I've seen that one yet. I've been trying to like avoid anything Rebirth spoilage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that. I love 7. Oh my god, I love 7 Remake. That was so good.
I've never played Final Fantasy. Excuse me? Yeah? No, I've never played Final Fantasy.
Okay, so here's the thing about my streams is I play a lot of Fantasy.
Yeah?
I played so many. I played 7 Remake, I played 14, I played 10, I played 15. I played
Wasn't there one that just came out?
yeah, for the PS5. That one is one with Clive. I don't remember. I think that was 16. I can't remember. But I want to play both of them. They're all both on PS5. And Rebirth, I want to play that so bad.
What is
It's only on PS5 right now.
What is Rebirth?
It's a continuation of 7.
What?
7 Remake.
So, from my understanding, they just broke 7 up into different games, or
not exactly. So 7 Remake is from the original 7. It's just remastered in better quality and more open world ish.
It's a completely
like
different. It's a completely different game now.
Basically, but it follows the same story.
Yeah.
Just with a little extra stuff.
Yeah.
And then Rebirth is like a continuation of the remake. But it's like in its own game entirely, just like the continuation of the story, I think. And it's supposed to be really fucking good.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
I want to play it.
Is I imagine what's Final Fantasy VIII about?
Have I played 8?
Because like Final Fantasy, just like every
I've
game
played
is a different story completely, or
each game is a completely different story. Yes.
Well, I see.
It's a big franchise. So, I played 12. I think that's the one with Lightning. There's 3 games for that story, with Lightning. And then there's 14, which is an ever expanding MMORPG, which is the most that's the one I've played the most. And that one keeps doing expansions, and they're actually releasing the next expansion this year because they release an expansion every 2 years. And this one is a new complete story from the main story of the MMO, because they did the base game, and then that one got remade because the first original Final Fantasy 14 was absolutely horrible. So they nuked
Hey
it.
IKEA, can I eat the cords to your computer? I am a little hungry.
Blade, stop eating the cords. No. Blade always does that. And
That's
then so they remade the story. They incorporated it into the remake of 14, and then they did the expansions off of the new 14. And then the one that we just had, which is Endwalker, was the finalization of the main story. And then this one's supposed to be like a new journey with the cast of the characters. And that's gonna be really fun. I don't know much about it, but it's called Dawn Trail, and I'm excited.
This feels like
fun.
Sorry for bullying you.
No, don't. It's fine. You're fine.
This honestly feels like it's getting to like Kingdom Hearts level of confusion.
I've played every single Kingdom Hearts.
You've played
I have beaten every single Kingdom Hearts. I bought consoles just to play Kingdom Hearts.
I've never played Kingdom Hearts.
So I need to leave.
I'm sorry. It's just, Kingdom Hearts is never something that interested me.
I need to leave.
So then here, sell me on Kingdom Hearts. Why should I get into Kingdom Hearts?
It's phenomenal. The combat, the stories.
Blade,
don't touch my Gojo figure. Do not touch him. He's my love. He's sitting on my shelf over there next to my Neon Genesis Evangelion figures.
What? Hold on. I think they were so they're talking about your IRL one because I have a Gojo figure on the bookcase above my little guy here in the top right corner.
I do have a Gojo figure, and I've showed it on stream.
Yeah, because if you look above my little guy,
Oh, I see him. I see him. Okay, that's cool.
And
I
then
didn't see that.
IRL, I have a Gojo figure behind me on my actual
Okay.
IRL bookcase.
I have wall shelves.
Oh.
And I have one next to both my Neon Genesis Evangelion models, full figures.
Oh, see, let's see. I'm currently reading through. I'm on volume 21 of JJK. It's getting spicy.
He reading the manga.
I am reading the manga. I have volumes 0 through 21. Ah! Oh, thank you for the follow, Siege.
Siege! Hi, Siege!
Oh, thank you for
Welcome
the follow. I
in.
appreciate that.
Thanks for joining.
Yo, is that Abbott internal? Hey guys, guess what? It's our buddy Abbott. I gotta shout Abbott out. It's our buddy Abbott, who was one of our previous guests on the show. Doing a lot of RimWorld stuff.
Wait, I like your model, Abbott. That's cool. I like him.
Abbott has a new model now.
That's exciting.
Keeping things funky, keeping things fresh.
Everyone's getting new models.
Yeah.
Inside.
Thank you, Siege. What is that emote? That is. Hey guys, I hate that. I don't like that.
It's such a weird one.
I don't like that. Thank you, Abbott.
But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts, it goes through like a lot of different Disney. It's a Disney game.
Yeah, it's a
But
Disney
it's a
game.
huge Disney game, and
Yeah.
they have you go to like different worlds and the cast of that world.
Yeah.
It's really cool. The story is really intense. I love a lot of the characters.
All I remember is seeing a
And-
clip where Orlando
Combat's tense.
Orlando Bloom was with Donald and Goofy, and it's just the funniest looking thing because you have hyper realistic. I think it was from At World's End, Parts of the Caribbean At World's End, and it's the moment like in the movie where they're near the end when they're like doing the heart thing. Stabbing the heart and whatnot with Davy Jones. And so, like, Will is just there, and I think his heart gets stabbed, he's dying, and then, what is it, Sora?
Yeah.
And then Sora just, like, runs and haymakers Davy Jones. I'm like, what is this game?
It's pretty good. It's pretty intense. The combat's really fun. The story's really good. I literally bought in consoles just to play the Kingdom Hearts game
All I know
for
is
that console.
All I know is that Kingdom Hearts lore, like, I'm a Metal Gear Solid fan. I've played every single Metal Gear Solid. I have every single Metal Gear Solid sitting on my shelf currently, and I have Metal Gear Solid merchandise. I know the lore front to back like the back of my hand.
That's me with Kingdom Hearts.
But Kingdom Hearts lore is something that scares me.
It's good. Pretty long.
Like, because it's one of those things, like, the Metal Gear Solid is known for having a very, very complicated... We have another MGS4 fan! Let's go! MGS4 will always be my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. It just will. And I'll always be in a minority because people always say Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3 is the best one. In my opinion, Metal Gear Solid 4 was peak.
I've never played. I played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid, but I never really played it.
I allow us to introduce ourselves. Yeah, freaking. What do you mean you got 700? 647 notifications on my PC from friends spamming a photo of. What is Dazai?
Genshin, I think.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Maybe do a Genshin sponsored stream next week.
You have a sponsored Genshin stream?
Maybe.
That's cool.
Bungo Stray Dogs? Is that what that is? Not Genshin.
Bungo Stray Dogs. Okay, listen, I don't know. There's too many characters in Genshin now. I can't keep.
I just work here.
I just work here.
Yeah.
I'm just a good boy.
So speaking of streaming and playing Final Fantasy and whatnot, there's been a specific type of streams you've been doing lately, and it's something that I've just been enjoying just popping into occasionally. And what are these streams? You mind telling us what these are?
My Gundam streams. I really recently got into Building Gundam. Because of my friend, he sent me a Neon Genesis Evangelion Eva Unit 0 And yeah, it was really it was my first time building a Gundam, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I decided to start building games. So I've been having fun doing that. So it's just been kind of like what I've been doing, just like on stream. I have my camera pointed at my desk, and I kind of just show off building it and like sanding the models and marking them with a marker and stuff like that, and just kind of like putting them and making them. I build 4. I'm on my 5th one right now, and I intend to get all the Neon Genesis Evangelion ones made.
As soon as you said Gundam, you earn that follow.
I appreciate it.
Now, I'm not one who's big into Gundam. Not because I'm not a fan of it. It's just that it's not something I've really looked into and dedicated the time to, and you know, but something that always pops up is how Gundam, or rather the Gunpla associated with it. Which, what is Gunpla? Like, what is the proper definition of that?
It's big robot people pilot and fight.
I see. So it's a mech suit.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, think of it like Power Rangers. You know how they
like
have
a
that big
Zord?
robot that they like
That's what it's called. It's called a Zord.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's just like people command a robot, but instead of a team to make one, it's just one person doing an entire mecha.
So would you get yelled at by the Gundam community if you're like, you know, Gundam, Gurren Lagann, same thing?
I'm not sure. I did like Gurren Lagann though. That was a good anime.
Well, a lot of people I've heard really like it. Again, I've never been one who's been big into mech anime.
I'm not a huge one. I just like building.
A lot of people do. Like,
except I do like Neon Genesis Evangelion a lot. I've seen that so many times. Except for the last movie, I just watched that and it was
You
great.
take that back, Val.
Okay, see, I called it. I knew it.
Why?
Thank you for the follow, Colorful. I appreciate it.
Welcome in.
Welcome. We're talking about pissing off the Gundam and the Gurren Lagann fans.
Neon Genesis actually is the only like Gundam mecha anime that it's actually my favorite anime because I like the story, the concept, and the story building of the show, and the movies are really good too.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite anime.
Let's see.
I do have other animes that are like my favorite. Like Maka, my cat is actually after Maka from Soul Eater.
That's another anime I've never seen. Like, I've never seen
so good.
So I've never seen Soul Eater, and I've never seen Evangelion. Please don't.
I love them.
Please don't look at me with judgment. There he goes.
See you later, chat. See you later.
Were you just using the slider?
Yeah. No, I'm just moving my model.
That's impressive that you did it that smoothly.
Thanks.
Rinkea, come back right now. I'm taking your catnip.
You'll never get it. You'll never get it.
See, guys, this is what happens when... Hold on, I gotta ask. Would you consider yourself a bottom?
No. I'm not, actually.
I see. So
well, okay, so I'm like a verse top.
He's a little bottom boy.
So like I'm just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit if the time is right.
The reason why I say that is I was about to be like, see guys, this is what happens when you have two femboy bottoms on the same show. Like, they just don't. That's why I said I was going to. When you have two femboys that have who match the same energy, this is what happens. It's like universes are colliding.
I'm just a little verse top boy.
I'm just a little guy.
just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
Yeah.
I'm just a little guy. Just a little
So
guy.
going back to the Gundams, or rather just the building, it's funny that a lot of VTubers I'm seeing these days are doing a lot of more like IRL based content. Now, of course, they're not showing their faces, but they're doing a lot more like cuteness over. Yeah, yeah. They're doing a lot more like IRL content, you know, especially in the form of like hand cams and doing like these, you know, building streams or like cooking streams. You know, what are your thoughts on this?
I think that's really cool. Like it's a little bit of like like ruining the like inversion. But it also gives you like more of like more variety like with what to do. I like to see like some sort of like cam cover program that like could cover your limbs in of like a VTube program thing, but I don't think that's gonna ever happen.
I just did drink, Finch. That's something
What
that's
again?
back again. Awesome, Finch. Also, Finch, just remember, you do have access to a special emote. If you guys...
very spatial.
Yeah, just remember, guys. 5,000 bits gets you that Val Squeeze emote. 5,000 bits. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying. It gets you that Val Squeeze emote.
Very squeezable.
Very...
Just a squeezy boy.
He's squishy.
He's a squishy boy.
He's a squishy boy. See that. So, I was talking with one of my buddies. I was talking with one of my mons, and something I was pitching the idea to chat is like I've been getting into Warhammer recently, and like not so much buying any of the things, but it's just more I'm just enjoying reading the lore and just learning about the you know the whole world behind Warhammer, and you know it's
a big thing.
It's a very big thing. And I find that the beauty of the series itself is that there is no real like, there's a quote unquote storyline, but it's more just a timeline, to learn. And for Space King will one day return to us. We'll find Space King. I know what you're referencing, Robe. I know what you're referencing. But it's one of those things where I've been listening to a lot of these videos that are just talking about the lore of all of it, and it's what's fun is a lot of it really piggybacks off of each other. But more importantly, it's one of those things where my buddy, love you too, Robe. Also, Robe, that doesn't look like a heart. I just want to put that out there. When it's so small like that, it looks like something else. I don't mean to corrupt that. I just want to bring that, call attention to that. Love you, Robe. Here, I'm gonna give you a Dr. Pepper. Hey, hold on. Shoot, professional streamer. My roommate is a 40K fan. Ah, there you go. See, you guys, very
I know
professional.
a couple people who are into like 40K, but it's not like I don't really know if I would actually enjoy like that.
So many books. So because I don't want to spend this stream talking about 40K, you know, and the history and the lore behind it. What instead is I was talking with my mod about it, and I was talking with my community. I'm like, hey guys, would you be interested in watching me do like a hand cam stream of like if I did a minifig on stream? And I guess people thought that'd be fun to do, and it's like I was thinking of doing, where I'm just setting up my phone, and I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that. With my phone, I've never done it before, but the general idea is just I assemble and I build a Warhammer fig on stream, and I paint it. So
I'm cool. Yeah. A lot of my community, like whenever I do polls on like what I want to play, because I sometimes get conflicted on what I want to play or do on stream. A lot of people will vote more in favor of building Gundams in game.
Yeah.
And I've been having a lot of fun building them on stream. It's a lot of fun. I try to only do it on stream, though. A little expensive.
Warhammer is a very expensive hobby.
Yeah.
A Necron is a 10-gal hat in leather boots carrying an oil can like a beer while riding a top of Tyrion. Well, okay, but to be fair, Necrons, all I gotta say, to sum up almost every faction in Warhammer is like this. People got too big for their britches, and this is how I would properly describe it. Warhammer is this. Every faction follows the model of mess around and find out, and that's what every faction is. I can also take off my glasses.
I got a couple of toggles.
We're just two little guys.
Not a lot of people see. No, I don't usually stream without my glasses on.
Honestly, same.
They just add more to my character.
But basically, with every faction of Warhammer that I've learned, is just they mess around and they found out, and that's why they fell or they had like things happen. So for instance, the Necrons were a race of individuals that wanted immortality because they were all dying very quickly. They tried to consult stuff from these people called the Old Ones, or like their gods. They said no, and they're like, well, we're going to kill you because of it. And they're like, no, you're not going to do that. And so they were able to achieve quote-unquote immortality through them being essentially turned into machines.
Right.
You know, organic robots. The what is it? The Eldar or the Aldari were like, hey, we're a pretty good civilization. We conquered like a lot of things, and we're getting a lot of things in the universe. We don't need to worry about like life, and we're just we want to indulge in pleasure. They indulged in so much pleasure, they birthed a god of chaos that wiped out like 3/4 of their race. Like they had so much sex and like BDSM crap that they birthed a literal god from it. Welcome to Warhammer. Please put that look away. I don't like that. I don't like that. But anyway.
What's wrong with my face?
I've seen like that look. I don't remember what it's from. Like I've seen somebody have that same look. But there's so I'm gonna show you guys chat. This is a little miniature that my head mod got me, that he said that he assembled, but he's like, I'll let you build, or I'll let you paint it, and it's gonna be yours. You know, go ham with it, have fun with it. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy for it.
Ooh. Yo, that's cool.
It is because I'm a huge Berserk fan. I love guts. Like I have
Berserker.
I have a print. One of my other mods gifted me, my artist. He gifted me a Berserk print, like a guts print, and I have that hanging above my monitor setup currently. And so, like with that, I'm really excited to paint this. So
That'll be exciting.
It'll be really difficult though.
Practice makes perfect.
Now when you got shaky hands.
Same. I have shaky hands too. It's so hard.
But yeah. So one of these days I'm hoping to do a hand cam stream. But I have the perpetual fear of just like, what if my phone flips out and like everybody sees, they see me. I'm like, ah, no, and I like hit the floor.
Yeah, that's a fear that I have, but you know, I've been pretty lucky, and if it is what it is, it is what it is.
Yeah. So going forward with that, are there any other types of streams that you'd consider wanting to do, like hand cam based streams or any like, you know, more IRL personal stuff like that?
I don't really think so. I really enjoyed doing that's like the only thing I've actually used like an IRL camera for streaming. You know, maybe, I mean, I probably do like more into the Gundam streams, like painting and stuff, because I don't do painting. I work up with like Gundam markers.
Yeah.
For like detail lines, like the lines on the Gundams, like scratches or some shit. And then, you know, that's pretty much it that I've done so far. But for the future, probably just that still.
The heck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? What are upper grippers? Do you mean hands?
The Gwippers.
Are upper grippers hands?
The Gwippers.
The Gwippers. Also,
Gwippers.
sorry guys. Even if I'm doing this, you're not seeing my feet because I wear socks around my house.
You want to see my feet?
No, I'm good. Oh, I know what you mean.
Let's see my feet. You see my feet?
Straight. Val doesn't have feet for hands. What do you mean? Finch, what does that mean? The carbuncle
Right,
ate
you
it.
don't have feet for hands? You don't have hands for feet? Interesting.
No.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh. Now, something that grippers are. I know grippers are toes. Anyway, dude, this is what I gotta deal with. My wonderful chat of just being like, they're either talking about grippers or they're talking about emergency soup.
I don't think my chat really like focuses on stuff like anything like that yet. But it'll probably come out eventually.
I love my chat. Talking emergency. Gosh dang it. Something I was curious of, and this is because you talked about it a little bit earlier. Of it breaks the immersion. You know, people seeing hands. You know, or people seeing bodies or legs or whatever, but they're not seeing face. And so, what are your thoughts on this whole movement in the VTubing community, where suddenly we're now showing like we're no longer becoming these static anime like models that we're hiding behind. Instead, we're showing more and more parts of our IRL selves while still concealing some amount of anonymity. So what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I think it's good. I'm not a huge fan of like face reveals because like I only know that person as their VTuber model, so it kind of like makes it feel a little weird seeing like an actual face tied to that account.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel toward it. Like I'll never show I would prefer not to have my face shown. And you know, people do it and that's fine. But for me, it's just kind of like a weird thing to like be like, oh, well, that's what they look like, but I only know them from their models, so it's a little weird to remember that. Well, that's actually a person, even though I know that they're a person, but I'd rather prefer them to like I would only like remember them as they look like VTube wise.
Yeah, on Twitter, I'm seeing like there's been a lot of posts recently where people are like posting their, you know, the VTuber and the person behind the VTuber. I'm like, you're just openly okay with, you know, showing who you are, just doxing yourself. And I guess for some people like who are performers who, you know, have that kind of presence, you know, sure. But why the heck did I come into chat? What was going on about toes? Also, Rin, meet Rin. Rin, this is Rin. Also, Rin. Rin was one of our guests on the show. He was my 4th guest. So this is Rin. He is my 41st guest. So, Rin, you know, hello. Say hello to each other.
Hello.
I was really waiting for that. Hoping Rinkea would show up. Why do some VTubers decide to actively disrespect the streamers that VTube but have shown their faces? Wait, hold on. Oh, so are you saying why do some of them ultimately choose to like show that disrespect to those who have shown their faces, or, you know, because that's kind of what I'm reading as, hey Bubbles, welcome. Because it's something it's something that is like,
yikes.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I guess some people just don't like because I can understand not wanting to show your face, but I can understand the concept of, or I don't understand the concept of attacking people who just, you know. I lost my train of thought. Let me start over. I think we all know why I need to start over. I understand people wanting to show their face. what I don't understand is how people will start to get a little bit like discouraging and being like, because I think it's odd if you want to show your face, but I'm like, if you understand, want to show who you are behind it, that's more than okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
But it's those people who are like, no, you can't do this.
It's because I think it's because it's like people only want to see them as the VTuber, and since that they've only known them as VTubers, they don't ever want to see that, because then they're like, oh, well, my dreams of seeing this VTuber all the time is a lie, and I only see them as a figure on the internet. It doesn't matter if they want to show their face or not. They're still the same person. Just like if they want to do what they want to do, that's their business. Like it's ridiculous that people like go out of their way to like believe showing any part of themselves.
Yeah, that's
it's dumb.
I agree.
Like we're still people underneath the VTube program.
Well, I think it kind of reminds me of, you know who Mori Calliope is, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So Mori Calliope is perhaps one of the most famous HoloLive VTubers, and the thing is that like she was part of the first wave of English HoloLive VTubers. Now, she, in addition to being, a VTuber, she is also a very successful singer. And she sings under the name Demon Dice, if I remember. Now, she does live concerts and she does perform. And it's one of those things where when she, started doing concerts and started showing who we were, there was a little bit of, small minority of people who were just like, why is she doing this? Why is she's a VTuber. She's not supposed to show her, to talk about any of these things. It's so dumb. And it's something I'm seeing a lot more and more in, the VTubing community, that how that stigma is slowly starting to be broken. I mean,
yeah.
Do you remember how with corporate VTubers, them talking about their past lives was a big taboo? Now, it wasn't inherently like a rule that you can't do it. It was more of a precedent that was set. And, for those that don't know, precedent being, it's not a rule, it's just sort of a thing that somebody starts and everybody kind of goes along with. And so, because of that, when the whole Doki Bird situation happened, she was like, oh yeah, I was Selen Totsuki, and I'm back to Doki Bird, but I was part of Niji Sanji. I was Selen Totsuki, and I'm no longer that. And people are like, well, how dare you bring up your past life as a corporate VTuber? And her response was like, who cares? Why does it matter? Like, it's not important.
It really doesn't matter.
You're following me right now for who I am. Coco going to Kason. I don't know. Was that what Kason was before? Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about Kason. There's a lot of big VTubers I don't know about. I see. But yeah, I guess that's VTuber reincarnation. Yeah. And I've talked about it before, where I was, I auditioned for Niji Sanji back in the day, and I didn't get it. But it was one of the things that really influenced my decision to keep auditioning, was when I started this show, I'm like, I can't in good faith audition for something that possibly would not give me the flexibility to continue to doing a show like this.
Right.
Because it wouldn't make much sense. They probably wouldn't let me continue doing, because they're like, oh, well, it's the same format, it's the same show of what he did in his past life, quote unquote. So it's a big old can of worms.
Big can of worms. I never applied for any like corporate VTubes, because I was like, I don't think I'm that interesting to be qualified for it. But I ended up just doing like my own thing, and just like getting my own model and just doing it myself. I was like, I'll just do it myself.
Honestly, you're a lot more interesting than a lot of corporate VTubers I've seen. But
It's true.
I'm not naming names. I'm not saying anyone specific. I'm just saying that not everybody has the personality to, just is big and personable. Some people have the personality of a wet piece of cardboard. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
I know some streamers that I watch that are very entertaining, but there's some that are like very lacking in that department.
Yeah. That time I was a VTuber, but was reincarnated as a VTuber, it do be like that sometimes. So, we're past the hour point in the show, so we're going to take a little break from our normal questions. We're going to go on to something that I like to really ask my guests. Now, this is something that is meant to be taken fun. It's not something to be taken seriously, but it's something that my chat really likes to get involved with. And the whole point of this is I show this to you, and we run through this, and I want to know what your thoughts and opinions are on this, and whether or not you agree or disagree with it. Okay? And so it's something I purposely don't tell my guests who haven't seen the show. It's harmless, don't worry.
Okay.
I have a food flow chart. Now some people may know this from the internet because, you know, this did originally come from the internet, but it's been refined. It's been put through the forge. And this is the VOD presents food definition flowchart. Now, it's very simple. You take anything that you see that you're going to eat, and then you put it through this to define what category it would go into. So, the first question you have to yourself, is it going to be eaten? So, let's take a piece of food, for instance. You know, give me any type of food.
Chicken.
Chicken? All right, we're going easy. All right. So, firstly, I'll ask you these questions. I want you to give me an answer back. So, firstly, is it going to be eaten? Yes, no, or maybe?
Yes.
Emergency soup was redefined as emergency steak.
It really was redefined as emergency steak. Thank you, Rob, for bringing that back up. So, if yes, is it state of matter, solid, or liquid?
Solid.
Is it a single mass or multiple parts?
Depends on how it's made. You can have
does.
like multiple parts.
So, and that's the thing. That's the beauty of this chart, is that then if you have to say that, then you have to double back until you can understand, you know, be specific in what you're eating. So if you say chicken, you're like, well, I don't know. It depends on how it's prepared. So how are you preparing it?
I mean, you can. That's a hard question because you can do a lot of stuff with chicken.
You can. But
I really like. I like mine with like sauce, bread, toppings as well.
So is this like in a bowl or is this like on a plate with a bunch of different pieces?
It's like a plate.
Okay. So we're going to go through this.
Fried chicken is so good. Oh my god. I might get Popeyes after the show. Because I live next to one and now I want chicken.
I haven't had fried chicken in so long.
So yummy.
I probably haven't had fried chicken in like 2 years.
Oh my god. I eat chicken like all the time.
So I eat chicken all the time. I just I eat like chicken breast, but I don't eat fried chicken. But anywho, back to this.
Anything.
Is it a single mass or multiple parts? So in this case, if you're having it with all these things, it's a layered dish, or it's multiple parts. So we have to ask, is it a layered dish? So if it's layered, meaning it's one on top of another in some form or way, if it's yes, that's a sandwich. But if it's no, since it's put on a plate and it's all scattered about, it's a salad. It's in the category. We're not saying that chicken is a salad. We're saying it's in the same category as a salad.
I don't know. Chicken sandwich is pretty good.
Well, so if you had a chicken sandwich, that would be in the sandwich category.
I see.
So give me another food.
Potato.
A potato? How are you eating
potato.
How are you eating the potato?
Skinned.
Skinned?
Peeled. I mean, peeled. Chopped up. Fried.
How are
salt.
you? So is this diced potato wedges or diced potato cubes that are fried and salted?
Fries.
Fries? So fries.
Fries.
That follows that's a salad. That's considered a salad.
It is?
Is it going to be eaten? Yes. Is it a solid liquid? It's a solid. Is it multiple parts or is it a single mass? It's multiple parts. Is it layered? No, it's a salad.
So technically, French fries is healthy.
French fries is healthy. It's a salad.
I like French fries. French fries are like my comfort food.
What are your favorite fries to get?
Like where I get them from.
Yeah. Who do you think has the best?
McDonald's.
Yeah, I was about to say. You think McDonald's has the best fries?
In terms of like crispiness, yes.
Mhm.
But I also like flavored fries, like seasoned fries. And Wingstop has really good seasoned fries. But we don't have them where I live now.
The logic is valid. Oh. That's me. I'm Val.
I love my fries.
All right, so let's see. I'm making a poll right now. Okay.
I'm so hungry for French fries now.
You ever eat a Del Taco?
I've never been to a Del
You've
Taco.
never been to a Del Taco.
We didn't have them where I lived. I don't even.
All right.
Do I have a Del Taco?
Wendy's.
Del Taco near me. Oh my God, Wendy's has really good fries.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that wasn't as loud as I thought it'd be. Dude, why you gotta go to Del Taco? Why you gotta do Del Taco like that? All right, there's a new poll, guys. Who makes the best fries?
We don't have one here.
McDonald's, Five Guys, In-N-Out, or Wendy's? Those are the four I could think of off the top of my head.
Dude, Five Guys fries are thick. I haven't had Five Guys in forever. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm a model. Whenever I type, I was typing in my zip code, so my toggles. Free Shavakadu.
Free Shavakadu. Yeah. Arby's.
Yeah.
I hate
I
Arby's
heard
fries.
Del Taco was good. Oh well, Arby's is actually pretty good. I just don't know about their fries.
Oh,
Their fries are like.
I like
meh.
Arby's. So my go-to for Arby's is the French dip like sandwiches.
Ooh.
They're top tier. They're based. Ooh, do I kind of want to get a French onion dip after stream?
Fast food.
Damn it, I'm moaning. I'm moaning on stream. Don't want to moan on stream. Sorry, guys. I love Arby's French onion dip. They're just really good.
It's true.
Like, I haven't had curly fries in a bit. So, that's the thing. So, recently, in my small college town, looking out my window, I hope you all heard that. There is, of a lot of the things we have like 2 Wendy's, we have 2 McDonald's, we have a Taco Bell, we have a Del Taco, we have an Arby's, we have a couple Subways, we have a Panda Express, but we also have a Five Guys in town. And my freshman year, after I would donate plasma, I would always go into Five Guys and get a burger, like a burger meal.
Hell yeah.
And I realized,
Donate plasma. Donate plasma.
heck
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
If you're able to do it.
like, I think I'm currently at like 220 donations.
Donated plasma 220 times.
Uh-huh. So I have been donating plasma twice a week, every week, since May of 2021.
That's awesome.
And so it's funny because I have very deep needle mark scars on my arms because when you donate plasma as much as I do, you develop scar tissue from how many times they poke your arm, to get into the vein. And so, I donate so much that they're just craters at this point.
Right.
Well, you can't donate plasma technically. Sorry, Finch. That's okay. And I'll always tell people, if you have the ability, go donate plasma. Because at least for me, donating plasma was something that I donated just because I was a college student and I wanted money. But then it became a matter of when my mom...
They pay you for it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get paid to donate plasma. You don't get paid to donate blood, but you get paid to donate plasma.
Mm.
Fembat donating for his vampire friends. Yeah. Well, I'm a vampire bat. Technically, that's my lore. Is I'm a vampire
Nice.
bat. But it stopped, donating plasma stopped becoming about the money and instead became a way of, when my mom was in the hospital because of COVID, before her passing from it, she, and again, this is in 2021, my freshman year of college, it was something that they put her on plasma treatment, and it was something that, because it was clear she was in a lot of pain and she was just, you know, non-responsive and all that. And it wasn't until that they decided to put her on plasma that her health started to be better, but it started to be more manageable, but not better. But it was something that clearly helped her in her passing. And so since then, I don't donate plasma because of the money anymore. I donate it because it's what helped my mom have a peaceful death. So if you guys have the ability, donating plasma does save lives.
It does.
So not only that, you can also get paid to do it. So, you know, you'll have to dedicate an hour and a half twice a week to do it. But, you know, I guarantee you it is worth it. All right, let's look at that poll.
5 guys.
Wawa the purple Mario brother. Excuse me? Rocco is my dog. Hey, Rocco. Where's that poll? So yeah, view results. So you guys said that Five Guys was the best.
Facts.
6 votes for Five Guys, 1 for McDonald's, 1 for In-N-Out, none for Wendy's.
Wendy's depends on how they make it that day. 'Cause sometimes like Wendy's fries are like really soggy. Bleh. No.
Yeah, but the whole reason I was talking about Five Guys is, you voted 5 times. Oh, that's funny. But the whole thing about Five Guys, I stopped going there because their prices started to get,
They're really expensive now.
yeah. I almost reached godhood, but my wah isn't good enough. Excuse me. Wah. And so I love their fries and I love their fry sauce. They're really good.
Ooh.
Like their Cajun fries. Ooh.
Yum.
Ah! Thank you
Ooh,
for the
Donkey Peppy.
Thank you for the follow, Rocco. I appreciate it. My goodness. Also, what's funny is this isn't the first time you've chatted in my chat. I thought you were following before, but that's funny. But thank you for the follow. Welcome. So, oh my goodness. Well, we've kind of just been talking about already, but you know, we're going to our last section of the show. And so I kind of talked about this with you a little bit earlier. Just this is kind of we're just whatever we want to talk about. I'm completely lost sometimes. Five Guys doesn't let doppels inside. I don't even know how you could ward against us. Peanuts. That's why. That's something I like. My dad was like, you know, I love to. No, it wasn't my dad. It was somebody else because my dad has an allergy to every other nut except peanuts.
Oh, imagine not being able to eat macadamias.
I do like me a good white chocolate macadamia cookie.
Or cashews. Cashews are my favorite. Oh my god.
I do like cashews.
I love salted cashews. Oh, so yummy.
What about pistachios?
Blech.
Because peanuts are legumes? So then what does that make a cashew?
Pistachios are disgusting.
Technically, a cashew comes from a fruit. I hate nuts. They taste too nutty. Base.
Same.
I
They're
love
like nuts.
I love pistachios. Pistachios are really good. Your eye is twitching.
Yeah.
You okay?
I just like nuts.
You just like nuts. Is that a joke?
Yes.
Ah, I see. That's a wink. That's a wink. Rin, this is a fun episode.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. I don't like being able to breathe sometimes. I like being able to breathe sometimes. Y'all are wild and I love you.
Skill
Oh,
issue.
My goodness. Now, I love nuts. I just can't have peanuts and tree nuts. But can you have these nuts?
These nuts.
All right. You know, we will have a topic after that. We will become serious. All right. Now, I lost my train of thought. Donuts. So, what are your plans for, for your content going forward? Because you talked about earlier how originally this started out as, why not? This would be a lot of fun to do. And it's kind of evolved into something else. I mean, if we take a gander at your following, 534 followers on Twitch, that's a pretty healthy amount. That's a pretty healthy number.
It's been over. It's a collection of over the years. When I would do like streaming periods, and then I would take like so like even though I have 500, it's kind of equivalent to about 250. A lot of it's like probably people who don't watch Twitch anymore because I've been streaming for a while. But I've also taken like breaks that lasted over a year. So like I do have 500, but it's kind of like equivalent to about 250 in terms of like activity. But it's been, I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, I mean it's something that I enjoy and plan on doing for a very long time.
So do you regard this as just as a hobby you enjoy doing?
For now, I would like to have it become like a more of a
a more fleshed out thing.
Yeah, like I'd like to do it a lot more, and maybe be some people really want it to be like a full-time job, and I could see myself doing in the future, but I wouldn't actually know if I would actually prefer to have it as a full-time job because I get burnout a lot with things that I do a lot, and the last thing I want is streaming to be.
Yeah. Sorry, somebody just threw some Dr. Pepper at me.
That's okay. That's all.
Ah!
More Dr. Pepper.
It's being thrown over there. This is what happens when you're just with my 2D model. It just doesn't. Nothing wants to hit right.
Right.
Yeah. But you talked about taking breaks and all this. How have you noticed any difference or any loss of an audience from taking these breaks?
Yeah. Like I was saying, like even though I have 500, that's fine. It doesn't matter to me about numbers. I don't really care about like I probably average like maybe 2 to 5 active viewers on my stream, and that's I mean having one person is just all that I really ask, is like just like one person that I can is the goal. And if I'm able to entertain and provide comfort for more than one, I've done more than my goal, and that's all I ever ask for, is just being able to provide a nice safe space to come in and relax and deal with what's going on in a healthy environment.
Yeah, I understand that completely, and it's one of the reasons why because when you run a show like this and you had so many, it's Valentine is streaming, no way. When you like have enough people who've been on a show like this and have been doing things, it's one of those things where I try my best to really pop in and be a part of other people's streams. And sometimes that can be a little rough. It can be a little hard, but I personally try my best to go and support people who've been on my show and who are in my Discord server. And, you know, I know at least that when I pop into your streams, it certainly is a fun time where it seems very welcoming. You know, how do you maintain it? How do you balance that, you know, lackadaisical but also like fun nature with making sure that you're still trying to achieve something in a stream?
I mean, it's kind of interesting. I'm a very quiet person. So a lot of the time in my stream, I'm probably just very focused in what I'm streaming. And you know, during like my Gundam builds, I am a little bit quiet, but I also listen to music. So I kind of try to like do something that I know people can just kind of chill in.
Yeah.
And you know, if they chat, you know, I can talk to them and kind of focus on that while I'm doing something. Especially the Gundam, tune into music, listen, and watch. And I'm a very quiet streamer. I don't talk a lot, but I do try to entertain with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's very hard to like just try to talk to yourself during streaming, and that's kind of the problem. Is like when you know, not a lot of people come in, and they, even if they do, it's like kind of a quiet area. But I kind of prefer that because then I can focus, do it right, provide a space where if they do come in and they do add that, you know, I have that ability to talk to people as much as I can and make sure that they're welcomed in and comfortable here in my space.
Yeah. That's a very good way of putting it. I kind of talked about it last week on my episode with Mercury, where it's kind of the attitude of the good job, Finch. Where it's the attitude of the boy and the starfish, just throwing starfishes back into the ocean. You know, it's just like I don't care if there's a bunch of them. I'm here for this one, and I'm helping this one. And so, good job, Rin.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's just, I think a lot of streamers these days have these grandiose ideas of how their streams should be run and how they want to do things. And I think that you have the best philosophy and the best way of handling it of, I just want one person, because it means, one, I'm not alone, but two, it means I get to talk with and interact with somebody to hopefully make a difference. Because at the end of the day, you know, whether you have one person or you have, thank you, Fitch, whether you have one person or you have 1,000, at the end of the day, if you still don't know how to talk and minister to that one, there's a 1-minute timer on it.
Dang.
If you don't know how to talk and minister to that one individual, how could you hope to do that with 1,000?
Exactly. And it's numbers, like I said earlier, numbers aren't really important to me. I try to avoid looking at my so it doesn't put in that disheartening feeling. So I don't have my viewer numbers on my OB off. I don't look at my Twitch page. I don't try to look at my cast like the members of my chat. It's just kind of like, you know, if I'm going to be there, I might as well just kind of try to do my best, not look at the disheartening. There are days where, like, you know, no one comes in, or no one really talks, or you know, it's kind of quiet, and you know that happens. Everyone has those when they're first starting out streaming. The best thing to do is just kind of your best and try not to focus on numbers, and just kind of try to provide a space where you would want to feel in. And you know, I follow some streamers that I join often and kind of vibe to them in the background while I do other things, because they provide a space where it's comfortable to just kind of vibe out to.
Yeah.
And I wish to do that myself.
you talked a little bit about how recently you average about 2 to 5 average viewers per stream.
Mhm.
Now, a lot of people wish they had that, you know. Um, and some people see it as a launching off point of, oh, well, I have this small number and I want to get bigger from here. But managing even just 2 people or just 1 person, you know, what is your advice to try and be that entertaining person to retain that one individual? Do you have any advice to people who are struggling with those numbers, and how to interact and how to behave?
Mhm. A good word that I like to try, because my brother also streams, and he kind of focuses more a little bit about his activity with viewers and chat. And the best part that I've noticed that have made consistent. If you're not consistent with it, it's going to be very hard to maintain a community if you're only couple weeks or couple days. I try to stream at least a couple days during the. I do take days off.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I do take a little break from streaming here and there when I feel a little with my personal life, and I don't want to bring that into. So, being consistent with streaming, you don't have to be the most entertaining person, but as long as you try your best, try to do it as much that you can without overwhelming yourself, can actually improve a very decent amount. And you never know what could happen if you just keep doing it. One day you could randomly get raided with some friends, or someone could randomly raid you, and people that are experiencing you, and the more work you put into it, the better the result is. And that's with everything in life. If you're more consistent with things that you're doing, the better things will be, and your skills will improve, and it'll be much easier than just starting. When I first, it was very awkward. I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't know if I'm being entertaining enough, and I still have those doubts where like I feel like I'm not as or I'm not as entertaining as I just am not. But the more comfortable you are with it, the better it like the more confident I feel in my because I used to post on TikTok, and I've taken a very long break from posting clips, because it's been very hard for myself to find worthy clips to edit and post, because I haven't been as consistent and I've noticed a reduction of engagement. And engagement isn't everything. Do what you want to do. Have fun. Have as much fun as you. Streaming is your thing, and your thing alone. It's your space. It's your content. You can do whatever you. And as long as you're comfortable with what you're doing, the more times you do it, the easier it is to just kind of open yourself up to new possibilities.
Yeah. Consistency is very much something, for those that may have missed, I say, because I'm hearing some a little bit of some dropout, some occasional dropout in the call.
Is it?
Yeah.
I try my best. Discord is
Garbo.
they're just an indie company. It's okay.
They're an indie company. Don't worry, they're an indie group. Hopefully they'll become a corporate VTuber group someday.
Hopefully, maybe they'll become a popular brand.
Yeah, that knows how to have an actual like serviceable mobile setup.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but consistency is very much a very important thing, because it's something I've talked about extensively, and for some people it works. For others, it doesn't. Like, for instance, a very good example of this is the difference between the Phantom Fame and I. The Phantom Fame being my previous co-host, my former co-host, and with myself. Now, if we look at his channel, I'm having a little bit of a strong. Let's see. If we look at his channel, can I please let me click on my own channel? There. So if we look at his, Phantom is currently at 341 followers. I am now at 306.
Mhm.
And if we look at the Twitch tracker, and I bring all this up for a reason, so bear with me. Finally cast hug on Fembe. I will hug you. So if I look at my Twitch tracker comparison, if we look at how many hours streamed and days active, I've streamed for a total of 201 hours. He's streamed for a total of 557. And his with that, he has streamed a lot more days than I have, and for longer. However, I stream consistently every week, and I stream for only 2 hours, 3 at the most. We are both at pretty much almost the same number of followers. We're very close to each other in follower count. So the point I'm trying to make is that looking at this, clearly a schedule works for some, and consistency works for some, and a schedule doesn't work as well for others, but just going live does. And so, seeing how well we both do in our respective fields, in our respective spaces, you can see that if you can be consistent, it can help. But at the same time, if you have the gumption to go live, that also works out. But, sometimes it can be a little more difficult. Because audience retention is a pain in the butt.
And algorithms are ass.
They really are. And I was posting to YouTube and TikTok pretty consistently, and I just haven't recently. I just gotten very busy with school and stuff, so I'm gonna go back into doing it. But even then, I just didn't see a whole lot of TikTok. I haven't even checked my TikTok in so long. But whenever I post, I didn't get any growth or any things like that. So it was very much almost like a lose-lose situation. I'm just posting content there and just
Dr. Pepper is overrated.
Yes, Dr. Pepper, as in Dr. Period Pepper, the man is overrated, but not the drink.
The drink's amazing.
The drink's amazing. The doctor himself.
Put some respect on its name.
Honestly. But yeah.
Best soda.
Well, let's see. Of the ones that I've posted on TikTok, nothing. Now YouTube, I've had okay success with YouTube, where my shorts, they do okay. And so the highest one I've gotten was 296 views on my most recent one back in February. So rather drink water. Dr. Pepper too spice, that's the thing. Dr. Pepper was not made for the weak. You gotta have a strong constitution to drink Dr. Pepper. But yeah. So are you on a schedule, or do you just kind of stream when you feel like it?
I used to do a schedule, but it was really hard to kind of maintain. So I just kind of stream whenever I can. Whenever when I have the ability, not do. I just kind of stream whenever I can, respectively.
Have you found that it works better for you?
Yeah, I do.
I'm a pure-born American. I do what I want when I want because America.
I do need to post more content to TikTok. I should really focus more on that, because I have had a good number of TikToks go good. So I've been trying to. I should probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had some really good TikToks do decently well for what I have.
Well, for the future, and I think this will be the last question before we move into our final 10 questions. What are your kind of plans to maybe... Hold on there, Kilo. Hold on there, Kilo. I know you joking, but let's not badmouth America. Not yet, at least. Oh, us Americans, we badmouth America all the. That's the American mentality. Nobody can badmouth America except Americans.
Fuck America.
Yeah.
Look it.
um, but anywho, is just what kind of plans do you see yourself doing to maybe kind of kickstart growth a little bit, or kind of get back into the habit of a little more content creation? What are you kind of hoping to do?
I think my plan. I used to do a lot of collabs, and that would help out with content. It's very hard being a solo streamer, as you probably have experienced, to kind of make good content unless like you know what works. Like when I used to post TikToks on like my summoning, those did pretty well, but other content that I've made didn't do so well. So it's kind of like trial and error. I would like to do some more collaborations with not just for content, but for just like, entertainment and having fun with because I don't, like I said before, I don't care about numbers. I just like to have fun and just do what I can to invite more people to that fun. I don't really care about numbers, payouts, and stuff like that. This is a hobby of mine. I just want to.
Heck yeah. I say that's a very healthy way to look at it. Well, who knows? If you're free and you're down in the future, maybe we should collab.
That'd be fun.
Heck yeah. I mean, already, it's kind of so far for any VTuber who's a streamer who wants to. Me and my group of buddies, other VTuber buddies, we play Lethal Company every Wednesday night, and we always invite anybody, like any VTuber who's a streamer who wants to join, to join. So if that's a game you have and you want to join that,
I do have Lethal Company. I like it. It's fun.
You're more than welcome to join us this coming Wednesday. I think I should be free Wednesday night. Wait, hold on.
I just probably need a reminder.
Am I? Okay, no, I should be good this Wednesday night. Heck yeah. All right, hold on. Let me get back. Okay, hold on. At first it was the joke. Let's not get into discussing, which country is better. We're not here to do that. Yeah, let's not
Let's keep the country talks to a minimum.
Yeah, all countries are. I know y'all are joke. Well, at first it was a joke, but I'm like, that's how it starts. That's how it snowballs, and it's like that stops becoming a joke. But anywho, guys, I've only been shot in my neighborhood. No, okay.
Guys,
let's
chill. Let's chill on that. Let's chill.
Leave that for the Discord, not the stream. Speaking of which, I'll probably be in the VC after stream, so if any of you guys want to talk with me after stream, you're more than welcome to. On a side note, Rin, you know what time it is?
What's the time?
It's time for us to talk about our last few questions.
Yeah.
So, guys, these are the 10 questions that I have yoinked from James Lipton, famous writer, actor, director, on his show Inside the Actor's Studio that he will give to all of his guests at the end of his show. Now, these are 10 questions that have no right or wrong answers. They are simply just questions we asked so you can see, according to the feelings and the accords of your heart. So again, there's no right or wrong answers, just answered however you feel.
Okay.
Rinkea, are you ready?
Sure.
All right. And chat, I encourage you guys, if you have not already, I encourage you guys to play along and answer these questions because I love seeing what you guys have to say. So without further ado, our very first question. Rin, what is your favorite word?
Let's see. My favorite word. That's a good question. I don't actually know if I have a word. I really like toe beans.
Toe beans?
Toe beans.
Freaking love toe beans.
Oh, toe beans.
Cats.
Toe beans. Cats. Everything about me is cats. I love cats.
I also
my favorite animal.
That's why I love my my boys, my little cats. Freaking, they're adorable. Like one of them, you can even see the toe beans on the one on the right on that picture I sent.
The toe beans. I love them. I play with my cat's toe beans all the time. I'm like, they're so squishy.
They're very squishy. Tobeats, I love this Catboy. Right?
Al Gore's rhythm be messing people up left and right.
What are you talking about, Benj? Agony is a fun word. Oh no. Trebuchet, that's a good one. Gabagool. I love gabagool.
Gabagooby.
Like, so gabagool is a word that my buddy and I we use all the time at work when we don't know, like, we can't remember the name of something, and so we just say, yes, I'm fixing the thing on the gabagool. So yeah. Anywho, our next question. What is your least favorite word?
Schmuck.
Schmuck?
I hate that word. I don't know why. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't like that word. I don't like when people call people schmucks. I don't know why.
To be fair, I think a schmuck can be a little bit of a rude, like, derogatory word for somebody who just, like, is just not as smart.
Yeah.
You know, or
I don't know.
gullible.
It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't like hearing it.
Yeah,
It's like not my favorite word.
schmuck can be a mean word.
Yep.
But schmoozer, we like schmoozer. Schmoozer, you're still here. Hey. ASMR is my least favorite word. That's an acronym. No, but I understand.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of ASMR content.
I
I don't try to listen to it.
I also don't like ASMR content. It is
I don't know. I just never really found like interest into it. Like I know why people like it a lot, but like bleh, boring.
Yeah, so I thought, let's see. Oh, so let's see. Schmuck, pejorative, is a pejorative term meaning that one who is stupid or foolish or an obnoxious, contemptible, or detestable person. The word came into the English language, so it's Yiddish.
Yiddish.
So where it has similar pejorative meanings, or it is literal, or its literal meaning is a vulgar term for a penis.
Interesting.
So, oh, I almost dropped my thingy. The Yiddish word schmuck derives from Old Polish smak, grass, snake, a common dragon. In the German language, the word schmuck means jewelry or adornment. It is a normalization of the English verb schmucken, to decorate, and it is unrelated to the word discussed in this article. So that's very interesting. Well, let's move a little bit past that. Where's my questions? I don't see them. There are my questions. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
I don't know, actually. I guess the good environments make my brain go well. Because, like, if I'm in a good environment, I can get more creative. If I'm in a bad one, I'm just kind of like, my brain just goes brr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
don't know. I just kind of like, whenever I'm with friends, I get more creative than when I'm alone.
What's your ideal environment?
Good energy. I like having friends who like omit like good energy. We don't have to talking. Like, you know, if like, you know, I can get along with someone really well, that's considered good to me.
Heck.
We vibe well.
What turns you off creatively, spiritually, emotionally?
Bad people. Annoyance.
Ooh. That's a good one.
People who don't know how to respect boundaries.
Ooh, that's a good one too. That is annoying. Thigh highs are cute and comfy, make my brain work good.
Brain go brr.
Thigh highs like socks? I don't know. I'm just, maybe I'm just a little dummy. I'm just a little guy. I'm just kind of dumb sometimes. Oh, okay. I see thigh high socks. All right. Next question. What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
And
My favorite word.
And we add that to the tally.
I love the word fuck. It's just a nice word. You can use it in any term.
People
Fuck is the most useful. I agree with that.
Oh.
I agree that fuck is the most useful word.
People really like it. Like, it's a
You
very...
can use it in anything. Like, that's so fucking cute, or fuck you, you're being a...
toe bean.
Yeah. Like this fucking guy, or this fucking guy. Like, there's many different like tones and ways of using it that can be very helpful, expressing what you
Well, you can also use it
puts more
and
emphasis.
saying frick. Love the word frick.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Eh.
I don't swear as much.
Oh, I swear a lot on my channel.
I try not to swear on stream. But
I swear a lot.
as you heard me say earlier before stream, I'm not above it.
Yeah, you can see in my channel a lot that I swear a lot. It's just kind of like my language.
All right. What sound or noise do you love?
Well, sounds that I like to hear. I like the sound of leaves, the wind on the ground, like this, like little scrapings of the leaves, crunchy leaves.
Do you like the nice crunch of a leaf, like a crispy leaf?
I do, and pine cones, crunch of pine cones. Oh, it's so nice.
You ever just go for like a really nice walk with the sound of angry bees?
I also love light rain on a roof. I love the sound of rain. Oh my god, when it's rain, and I open up my window. It's nice.
It's really nice. I wish I could live somewhere where it just rains year round. And don't before you
Yeah,
say
same.
Seattle, because people are like just go to
I've
Seattle.
been to Seattle.
I've also been
It's
to
pretty
Seattle.
nice. I've been to Seattle. I've been to the what's the fucking building? What's the attraction? The Needle.
The Space Needle.
Yeah, I've been to the Space Needle.
I went to Seattle over the summer, and I went to the Space Needle for the first time, and
Have you been up it?
I have.
Isn't it so fucking cool?
It's really cool. I have pictures.
I remember I went there when I was like really young, but I remember it, and it was so. I was so scared because I'm scared of heights.
Mhm.
I don't do well with heights, so flying on a plane is like really hard for me.
Oh.
I did fly to watch, but I was very little. But I'm still like, as an adult, I'm very scared of flying. But I got to get over it because I'm planning a trip across the world next year.
Oh heck yeah! See, I'm planning a trip to Japan. This
That's where
year.
I'm fucking going.
Heck
I'm going to
yeah.
Japan.
Planes are the worst. I think planes are.
They
okay.
are. Oh, they're like the easiest. Like they're the safest form of travel.
Unless you're
Well,
flying
oh my-
Boeing with a Boeing.
True.
But
Yeah.
no. So something else, guys, which I haven't really talked about. I'm going to be talking about a little more in the future. I'm probably going to be taking a month and a half off streaming, coming this summer, from late July to early September. I probably won't be streaming as I will probably be in Japan.
I can't wait to go to Japan.
So
I have to wait till next year though.
yeah,
I have like a
'Cause-
year and 8 months.
because my buddy and we've been planning this for like 2 years.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll be in Japan. I'll be in Japan. So yeah, it'll be fun. Anywho, our next question: what sound or noise do you hate?
Squeakies, like
Squeakies.
metal squeaks. I hate really loud. Like my coworker has a cabinet that if it gets too full of, cause she uses it as like a shredder, like a place to put papers to be shredded.
Mhm.
If it gets too heavy, it really is squeaky.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to listen to that. Like nails on a chalkboard. I can't deal with that noise, or like just squeaky gears. Ugh, I hate it. Very loud noise get to me. I'm very audio sensitive. So like, if something's really loud and very sudden, it scares me really bad to the point where like I start. And that's a really triggering sound for me. Very loud of metal.
I also dislike.
And sirens. I can't do sirens.
So I recently learned, fun fact, that a siren, like the pitch of a siren is actually its frequency is purposely matched to roughly the same frequency as human speech is, which is about 800 hertz to about 25,000 or 2,500 hertz. And because of that, like, there's probably a cooldown on it, that or just take away the @ sign. But yeah, it's pardon me. Yeah, it's really interesting. Rin, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just lost a life points. It's fine.
You died.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's part of the game.
well. Our next question. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Profession?
Yes.
What do you mean? Like for work
Yeah,
or like a hobby?
work.
So I work in the medical field. Not as like a nurse or a doctor. I work more of the administration
Heck yeah.
currently, and I found a love for it. I've been doing it for a few years. But if I had to change my profession, if I was like good at it, I would really like to do animation. I'm a video editor by heart. I have a major in video editing.
Is it in communications?
No.
Really? What is?
I used to do AMVs.
Wait, so what is a degree specifically? I'm just curious.
My degree, I created mine.
Oh, so interdisciplinary.
You know what that is?
Yes, it's interdisciplinary studies.
You're the first person I've ever known to actually know what No, literally everyone that I ask, they're like, what is that? And I'm like, it's a degree that I made in college.
Yeah.
And I got approved by the school board, and I have my own degree.
So
And a piece of paper that names it.
Yeah, so my buddy is currently taking one. He was a music major, but then he decided he wanted something better. And honestly, I'm trying to make one of my life goals is to make like audio engineering an emphasis in our communication program here on campus, and then I'll make voice acting a minor.
That'd be so cool.
And so for now, it's kind of has to be kind of start out as an interdisciplinary.
I would love
thing.
to be a voice actor.
Well, I'm going to be doing more stuff with the VOD, more competitions, and I want to do some workshops with my.
That'd be cool.
I want to do some workshops with my server. So and that's going to be. I'm not going to give too much away because that's the VOD season 2.
Yeah. So back to like my major. So I named it visual design and marketing. I don't do anything with it.
Heck yeah.
Because I'm in the totally different opposite field.
Yeah, it is what it is. Things like that happen. But on the bright side, you can go to, if you decide to go to a graduate school, you know, you can become a higher administrator.
True.
07s. Now, what profession would you not like to do?
Mortician.
Mortician.
I would not like to deal with dead people.
Yeah. You just not like dead.
Yep.
Just not like dead people.
Oh, it's just a husk.
It's just a husk.
It's just a husk of a person that used to be alive.
Hey, that.
Yeah, no, it's not fine. It scares the fuck out of me.
I was about to make a joke on the British royalty, but I chose not to. Domino's, go away. I don't want to hand toss pizza right now. Maybe later. All right, our very last question, and that is, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Probably like, oh fuck, he's finally here. God damn it. How's it going?
Like, you know, the attitude of like you're trying to clean up the house before someone gets there and they arrive. You're like, shoot.
They're like, fuck, I didn't know he was coming.
Oh, hold on. Wrong one. Where is it? Oh.
But yeah, just kind of like something like that. Like, oh, he's here. Fuck, we were not prepared. Kind of like aesthetic. Get the fuck out, true. Like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. But how are you? Come in. Get the fuck out. Kind of like that.
It's
kind of like excited, but like, oh fuck.
It's the Larry David, go F yourself, I'll see you tomorrow.
Right. Kind of like that.
That's funny. I like that answer. Well, this is the end of our show. This has been a lot of fun. And it's time for me to ask.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. This has been a lot of fun. It's time for me to ask my second, and in my opinion, my second most important question. And Rin, that is, who should we raid? Preferably someone we have not raided on the show. And while you figure that out, when you figure that out, post in the stream chat. But for now, I will address my chat. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on this fun little episode of the VOD. Sorry that I haven't been streaming as much this past week. I've been busy, but have I rated Soul Eater? Because I follow him.
He's actually a good friend of mine. I've known him for like over 10 years.
Then we will raid Soul, because technically we haven't raided him on the show.
Oh, Will. He's a good bean. He's a Genshin creator.
Just make sure he's live, because
He is live. That's why I mentioned him.
I
He's
know,
live
but
right
make
now.
sure he's live between then and now, or now and then.
Oh yeah, he's doing Abyss. He'll be fine.
Okay, but yeah, I'll be much more active this week, and we'll get back into the habit of doing things. I will talk to Phantom to see when we'll get back into Elden Ring. I want to keep playing that, but until then, who knows? Oh no, this Monday is I might end up doing that Genshin stream this Monday. So you know, guys, if you want to come support me on Monday, I have a Genshin stream. But the more important reason to come on Monday is because Val 1.5 lore model. Please join me then. I would love to have you. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun. So let me get up that.
Yeah.
Let's get those raid messages up, because none of my mods are here today. VOD raid 1. All right, there's that. So let me copy that message. So there's that, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Val. This is... Sorry, I was looking at my raid channel. Don't worry. I didn't forget how to say your name. I did, I swear. Anywho, I also had to make sure I get the actual raid thing up. Come on. There it is. Okay, cool. Anywho, guys, join me on Monday as we have some fun with that new model debut, and who knows, it may be a sponsor stream. I have no idea. But until then, my name is Val. This is Rin. Please go support our wonderful boy here, our wonderful Catboy, and who knows, might see him this upcoming Wednesday for Lethal Company. So yeah, if you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord. And with that in mind, my name is Val. This is Rin, and this has been the VOD. Have a wonderful night. Good night.
Good night.